there's another new update, and it's an ETK 800 series, but a sedan. This is a range spec, and there's also a version of this for the K series, which also got a refresh. And the vehicles that got refreshed are the 800 series and the K series, not the ETKI series, but most of the ETKs. So this is a sedan version of the ETK 800 series, which I don't really like sedans, but if it's vanilla, and generally I think it's cool because I quite like the 800 series, and you can definitely tell what vehicle it's based on still. The fact it's based on the 800 series and what it's based on in real life. And as you saw, it's not just this vehicle with opening latches and stuff. All vehicles apart from the T series have some opening latches now, and I think some new physics to go along with that as well. So, like I said, this is the range spec. It's got a V8 in it, and well, it's generally quite nice. Got a bit of a paint job. And I've managed to fix my interior camera. I realised that it was broken because I had the FOV set wrong. But there's been another update as well to the interior camera, I think. If you look at it, pointed to the left a bit automatically while I was drifting, and then I crashed. So, if I show you that again, but this time hopefully not crash quite so quickly, which I mean is difficult because I'm very bad at paying attention in an interior camera. If you look, it turns the camera to look a bit left automatically. Oh wow, I genuinely was really expecting to crash going around that corner. Oh gosh, I'm gonna hit some rocks there. Oh no, it's fine. Ooh. So, this, like I said, is a range spec. It's a sort of sleeper, I'd say. From the description, at least, it seems a bit like a sleeper. It looks pretty unassuming, but it's got a big engine. And one other cool thing, if we look in the vehicle config, a lot of the things for pop-out menus, including like in the vehicle selector, they've all changed to have like a plus. But I also quite like it. The game used to do this anyway, but then it didn't. But now it does again. You can see when you select something, you can see like that part of the engine. Well, not just the engine, but you can see like it gives you a perspective on the car of where everything is on the car. Like, it used to be completely see-through and you'd just see like the passenger seat or you'd just see the engine. But now you see all of the extra bits like around the rest of the car. And I don't know if like it used to show all of the engine, like the transmission and exhaust and stuff. I don't think it used to do that. But I don't know because, well, you did get to see the rest of the car. This is a modded map, Iola Rocky Ocean. It's been out for a bit, but it's cool, based on Italy, of course. But, automation, the map has been updated, but it was being a bit laggy, so I decided not to play it, and to do this little map instead. That's a nice crash. Ooh, weird camera though. And the ETK 800 series also seems to have a lot of just like random configs that are just like normal configs just with different engines, which I mean it's sad that there's less and some configs and stuff, but really it's better because they updated the naming scheme, and generally it's just a lot nicer not to have so many configs that you don't really drive, because I don't use Reddit much, but when I happened to go on it one day, one of the things was vehicles that need to be updated. I said the 800 series, and I'm happy that we've got an update. Well, it's not a complete revamp, like lots of the older BeamNG vehicles have got complete revamps, but this is a bit of a newer vehicle, so it like hasn't got a full revamp, so it's just a refresh instead. But it's good still. It has track versions and more other versions that are more exciting than just default versions. This thing can actually go quite quick in reverse. Like, the gears in BeamNG seem to be a bit different to like real life. Like, apparently in real life the first gear only goes very slow, then the other gears go faster. Just open all the doors. Or and see if this one closes. I think that might actually be broken. That's interesting. I'll see if they close when, like, if they even attempt to close when they're broken. Ah, I think they don't even attempt to close it. Oh no, it's attempting to close still. Yeah. So, I think I'll show you the update videos soon. But for now, I'm enjoying driving around my nice ETK. I'll show you the drift camera a bit more. Around the same corner. Yeah, my FOV is a bit too high now. It used to be too low. Oh. That was close. The UI apps also seem to be a bit different now. A lot of them have been updated and changed and good stuff like that. I'm not making this corner. Oh well. Whoosh. Don't look over there. It's totally not another car spawned in. So with that, I think I'll show you the update videos. Here we go. Yeah, that's working well. I've turned the music off. Yep, there's wide body ones, which I'll show you on the K series. That is the other vehicle I have spawned in. Yeah, that's the refresh part. That one's like a more off-road focused one. Like, sort of, well, not off-road of course, but a bit like a crossover, but looks better and stuff. Oh, the video doesn't load in when I move page. Oops. That's sad. Yeah, new configurations of course. Track ones and stuff that didn't previously exist. So range spec. I'm driving currently. Range spec even has its own colour, a blue and a green. And the K series refresh now. could full screen it. No, it's fine. Don't need to do that. What I will do is cough quickly. And totally not have to drink as well. That's another range back. And that is what I have spawned in the other K series. Well, I actually have some other stop signs spawned in, but you know. Because there was a track day one previously, but never a real track one. The track day one still exists. So there's the openable doors and the automation test track remaster. Some other stuff, and I totally don't read the patch notes a bit. Why is there a tiny bit of lag? It's not much, but there's a tiny bit. I'll just put these on while I'm loading up some it. There we go. So I have some pictures of just... I've used the same config, so you're not missing out on me driving any. But same configs, but automation. It's got PBR, of course, which I thought it had just got at some point. I just didn't notice, but apparently it hadn't. So all sorts of stuff. There is some... when I looked at the comparison sliders, we saw the rocks around there are new, and here's actually just next to it. That's about where we were before, but a little bit further that way. These are both closer spawn points, the one over here, and the one just behind where it spawned, where it already is there. And that's a good, and that's totally not what I'm doing next video, going over some differences in Windows 11. Totally not. So this is still the GT4 thing one, but it's just TT Sport Blue, I think. Yeah, it's a bit confusing because all the default configs have changed colour, which is a bit weird. But I guess you probably don't want to see that. You probably would more like to see me driving around a bit. So here is the use stats menu. These are the levels I've played and other stuff I've done since the update. This is the current map, Iola Rocky Ocean. We'll spend a bit of time on automation test track, of course, free roam. Apparently a J-turn, some rollovers, a bit of airtime. I swear I had more airtime before. Yeah, I've had some massive airtime. Anyway, totally not... That's a lot of resets, isn't it? I reset quite a lot, don't I? Total odometer. My odometer is actually in the bottom left anyway, if you want to look, but, you know. Yeah, I've switched quite a bit, because, like I said, there's some stop signs on this map. Done quite a bit of a burnout, which is probably in the hopper, which is my default vehicle. ETK K series, but it says C, because I don't know. And then 800 series, the other vehicle, which is probably why I've driven it a bit longer. And then there's also free roam statistics for automation, which is really weird actually, because I've only driven on both of these maps in free roam. Maybe it doesn't count if like when the game's been loading in, it's not counted or something for the free roam ones. I don't know. But yeah, this is really cool, and genuinely, I was thinking about this 2 or 3 days before the update, thinking, wouldn't that be cool if it was like mobile games, where it told you like your favourite, aka most driven vehicle? And I do really like it. I mean, I probably won't look at it really often, but it is something that I really like having. I don't, yeah, most of these don't stay between sessions, but I think some of these do. I think maybe the general ones stay between sessions, that would make sense. But now you get to see me driving the K series once the menus go away, because I'm not driving with a menu, that'd be really weird. Also, yeah, the menus have been repositioned a bit so that the stats bit fits. But here is a K series, and over there, I pointed with my finger, that probably didn't work. Yeah, and over there was the 800 series going in the water too. But, you know, looking at K series now. So, like I said, it's a GT4. It's quite interesting because you have to, like, press both of these to get it to open. Not just leave it open, why not? Might close itself anyway. I'd say that for the 800 series and the K series, the main updates to it are the lights, and these lights remind me a bit of a ETK 800 series facelift and cabrio that there was a while back. It was a broken mod, but it was still quite cool, and the lights remind me of that. Well, on the K series they do, not as, but of course not the 800 series, it's a different vehicle. But the lights have been updated a bit for both of them, which is the main updates, as well as the components are also the main updates. Very nice ones at that. And I guess I'm driving over here again, but I'll drive this one a bit more carefully because, you know, it's a race car. It probably handles a little bit better. I think it's rear-wheel drive, this one, which means that I think I prefer the wrench back because I think that's all-wheel drive, and yeah, I'm a bad driver, prefer all-wheel drive stuff. I am going to take this opportunity to fly off a cliff though, and to open my boot, because who wouldn't want to have their boot open as they fly off a cliff? Oh, come on, don't finish there. Actually, nothing's that broken. Well, I mean, nothing's technically broken, but the steering's definitely a bit broken. You know what? The steering is actually broken, because the wheel that is broken isn't actually touching the floor. Oh no, now we're just falling down a hill. So, and while I'm a bit of the way through the video, you could like and subscribe and stuff if you wanted. And is there something else I said? I've totally forgotten, because I'm just quite happy driving these around on this little nice map. Yeah, they're both quite nice to drive. This one does spin out a bit more, the 800 series, it's about the ocean over there. It drives quite well on dirt, but it will drive well, but then it will just spin out. But before it spins out, it's quite nice. Whereas this is fairly easy to spin out, probably due to my lack of driving skill partly, but also because, well, it just does a bit. And here's the interior camera for this. which means I no longer have to use. Oh, there we go. No, don't hit the rock. Thank you. There's a relative camera that I used to use. And the Agent YW mod that I was talking about last video is quite nice as well, because it makes the relative camera inside the vehicle. Oh, there we go. Airtime. I don't think I'm going to have a look at the statistics this video, because loading the main menu bit sometimes is a bit funny. Yeah, I do really like this mod though. This update. It's just something that was really needed. And, well, it's an update, so that's good. I particularly like the 800 series, because, well, I like the vehicle, but it makes the K series a lot nicer as well, because it also didn't have many special versions like track and versions and stuff. Well, it had the track day, but not actual track versions. Should probably drive the other way, shouldn't I? Dusty. Yeah, who would have guessed that the track car doesn't like being in the dirt? I actually knew that because, well, it's pretty obvious. I was here already. This is where I was before. Open the door. Also, if you want, you can always see. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. Also, if you want, you can always see on NG.Drive's YouTube channel, and I think on their Discord. I'll put the YouTube channel in the description, I think. You can see teasers to the update. Like we saw, we were getting a sedan quite a while ago, and on my streams, I show the teaser sometimes. Not for ages, but just a little bit. Come on, why can you not reverse off there? Don't break something important. You can break the exhaust, but nothing important. I'm a bit surprised it hasn't broken, because I've done a crash like this. Actually, this looks very similar to the crash that I showed you on the automation map, doesn't it? Yeah, because I did a crash like this at some point before, and it, like, I swear it was a much less violent crash, but the rear drive shaft still broke and it died. But it is quite durable. Of course, it's not going... Well, it might actually survive going down the cliff. It won't survive the hydrolocking, but I can prevent that by just turning it off and teleporting it away. Or, I mean, I could drag it out the ocean, but that's more of a path. Oh no, the rear drive shaft has broken. So, I think I'll end soon, go back to the 800 series and drive that for a second. Wrap this round a convenient tree, or maybe manage to not hit the tree. Hit that tree. I hit that tree a tiny bit. You know what? You know what I'm gonna do then? I'll do that. Then you can have a weird flip. Okay, that was some weird flip. Hey, hit that tree again. Now it's stuck to the tree a bit. It'll be fine. No one will notice. Yeah, a bit broken now. Oh yeah. Ignore that. I'll run him over now. Well, one of them. So, this is a nice update to two of the ETKs. The more modern ones. Oh, don't tell me you got stuck in it. That's annoying. And to the automation map. And also the AI can do 3-point maneuvers using ray tracing, which I mean is a bit of ray tracing. Oh, lost my under tray or something. The camera, oh, lost my front bumper. The camera seems to be a bit weird now. like, I don't like using a smooth camera because it's too smooth, I think. But this one is just it, especially on automation, it was moving like just tapping it was moving it too far. But this is a lot smaller map, so maybe that's why it's moving it less far. I don't know, but also there's the lights on this and some blinkers. As I probably fly off a cliff. Yes, I'm flying off a cliff. How did I know? And into the ocean again. Been in the ocean quite a lot today. Been swimming. The water's a bit weird. Actually, it should still drive. The big boxes, some people don't like how big the boxes are, but they still are there, but they just don't really do anything. Well, they shouldn't do anything. There might be a glitch that means they do it at some point. But yeah, I've unhinged all the hinges using a hotkey. So they've all disconnected. So I think that might be it. Have a good day or something, and bye. Oh, this is going to be a nice crash. Oh, quite broken now. Yep. That'll be it from me. A very broken 800 series sedan. And goodbye.